What's good, y'all, and welcome back to another top 5 Pokemon fan games video. But for this time, it's for the year 2022. If you don't know, we actually just started doing these recently again because, you know, it's kind of been dry the last couple of years. But since 2020 and 2021 have hit, we have a humongous resurgence of all new Pokemon fan games. So today, here we are with the 2022 top 5 Pokemon fan games. I don't know why my voice is kind of dry. I'm sorry, y'all. Before we get up into this list, make sure you guys understand that these are completely my opinions on how good these games are and why they're on this list. If you feel like there's a game that should be up here and that you feel differently, let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. We cover Pokemon fan games and ROM hacks, basically anything Pokemon over here on this channel, primarily gaming content. And if you're looking for non-gaming Pokemon content, then, or I guess non-Pokemon content, then go in the description section below and check out the Sacred Gaming channel where we cover basically a variety of games. But then also, while you're down there, be sure to sign up on SacredAlmighty.com either for free or if you want to support the channel, $5 a month. That's as far as it can go. And guess what? None of that big corporation BS. I get majority of that $5 that you give to me. Thank you in advance. Now sit back, grab a snack, and let's get up into the top 5 Pokemon fan games of 2022. Number 5 on the list is Pokemon Wilds. Now, the funny thing about this game is it's literally Pokemon Minecraft. Not Pixelmon, but Pokemon Minecraft. You might be thinking, wait, but Pixelmon is... No, it's totally different things. In Pokemon Wilds, you actually get to generate your own randomized world, and it is so fire because the Pokemon that you catch actually help you throughout your entire adventure of survival. Whereas in Pixelmon, you still have to play Minecraft, but the Pokemon are just there as like an aesthetic thing. Unless you're playing on a server, then by all means, like that's different. But in Pokemon Wilds, they actually have an interactive way that you can actually get Pokemon. All types of Pokemon are in this game. From generations 1 through 8, they randomly spawn. Some attack you, and if you steal a Pokemon egg, like the parents chase after you. It's so fire, bro, no lie. Now honestly, my only critique with this game is that it is using the 2nd gen engine, but I understand 2nd gen is more easy to use for these type of games. But I don't know, in 2022 I just can't really sit here and defend me playing generation 2, especially when there's so many other ROM hacks and fan games that have come out that just look more modernized. Now this game is different and unique, which is why it's at least made its way on number 5 on this list. But it's still an amazing game. Definitely should go check it out in the description section below. Number 4 on the list is Pokemon Shinobi. Now this is literally how you do a Pokemon / anime crossover game. It is amazing. Now Pokemon Team Training is literally Dragon Ball Z just replaced over the Pokemon engine, and it's cool and all because it has all our favorite Dragon Ball Z characters. It has all the favorite Dragon Ball Z forms. Everybody's available and whatnot, but Pokemon Shinobi is an entirely different way of how to take on a anime Pokemon crossover in ways that, like, hey, these Pokemon came into the Naruto world, and these Naruto characters that we all know and love are using these Pokemon as a way of, I guess, just trying to implement them into the story and then make them kind of be the exact same, if that makes any sense. The whole storyline has this evil team trying to make everybody a Jinchuriki and essentially trying to like muster up an army of Jinchurikis using the Pokemon as the Jinchuriki, or I guess the tailed beast, and using the human trainers as Jinchuriki might be. There's plenty of side quests you can actually do, and it makes the world seem a lot more alive now that you're like in Konoha and you going around these lands and just playing with all these characters. This is so cool, bro. My only critique though is that it is only in Spanish. I actually had a friend, Ryzen, go ahead and translate the game for himself, but he gave it to me to share with you all or whatever. So in the description section below, I want everybody to go to that Twitter and I want you all to spam, hey, continue this game, because it only goes up to a certain amount of, like, I guess, time, and it's only in Spanish. And tell them to, one, continue working on this game, but then also correctly translate the game as well, because the version that we have is kind of rough, no lie. We're hitting into the top 3, and I just gotta say, this game actually came out a lot earlier than most of these games, and that is Pokemon Infinity. Now, if you don't know who the person is that made Pokemon Infinity, do not worry, he is a fan game veteran. Now, out of everything on this list, I want to say Pokemon Infinity is a lot more modern than most. Like, the game runs smooth as hell, bro. You have to play the game for yourself, but the game itself features generations 1 through 6 Pokemon as well as mechanics. There's like 100+ fake Pokemon, including regional variations, new evolutions, and original designs. They actually have their own online battling and trading service, which is nuts. Instead of the night and day system going off of your computer, this game actually has its own internal clock, and it runs on its own like time, so it'll be maybe daytime for you but nighttime in the game, and that's because in the game it is in the afternoon and the evening, you know? The level cap has literally been raised from 100 to 150, and you'll need it because the post game is really big. There are new battle animations in the game as well, and a randomizer mode for anybody that wants to play. But then also, more importantly, the best feature in any Pokemon fan game is the speed up button. Other than that, the story is really good. Gorochu's in the game as well as the sprites. Listen, the sprite work in this game is phenomenal, whether it's the tile sets, some of the newer model Pokemon, some of the redone model Pokemon. Everything in this game looks beautiful. This is one of the most beautiful looking Pokemon fan games I've seen in a very long time, like literally since like Phoenix Rising when it first came out. And that's saying a lot because there's been a lot of games that have come out since then that have been like obviously better than Phoenix Rising, but like really good graphically wise, if that makes sense. But this blows all of them out the water, bro. Trust me, go pick up Pokemon Infinity now. Number 2 on the list is actually another game that is in Spanish but recently got translated to English, and that is Pokemon Realidea System. Now this game is literally like a Pokemon anime. It's you and like 4 other main characters with like maybe 2 other side characters that are like really important. The main villain is related to one of the main characters. It's so good, bro, how this game is and how they utilize Pokemon in the story. I love some of like the shonen-esque humor that's inside of the game as well. There's also new Pokemon such as the starters and a new legendary Pokemon, new regional forms as well. The game actually has its own clean battle UI as well as like animated sprites. Come on, y'all. There are like hella side quests in this game. Like you can get lost doing a lot of the side quests in this game. It's such an extensive game for real. There's lots of like quality of life changes like the speed up button, dialogue skipping. You get to like look at the text logs in case you miss anything. There's like backup savings in this game as well. Plus like evolution method checking while on the summary screen is nuts, so you can figure out how to evolve your Pokemon in case like, you know, you don't know. You can actually remind Pokemon of their moves and then change natures in the menu, which is nuts. And I gotta bring it back to like the sprite work. Trust me, dude, this game is beautiful. I love how the game looks. I love how it utilizes a lot of like the tile sets in the game. I love the character designs in this game. This game honestly would have been number 1 if it wasn't for number 1. Number 1 on the list goes to Pokemon Reborn. Now I know a lot of these games have come out recently, and Pokemon Reborn has that like veteran status. It came back out in like 2010. Hear me out and hear me well. This is not the same game that it was 10 years ago. This game is literally amazing. A humongous problem with Pokemon Reborn was that like every new update came out, you always had to wait like maybe 2 or 3 years for it to come out, and then once you finish the game it's over. But now we have a complete version of Pokemon Reborn, and can I just say the game is a lot shorter now that it's actually done. Was it worth the wait? I'll let you decide, but Pokemon Reborn is literally the grandfather of a lot of these Pokemon fan games, and honestly one of the best Pokemon fan games you can still play today. We're talking about 21 starters available to you. Pokemon up to Gen 7 can be found and caught. Original terrain system. This game is actually where a lot of fan games get their terrain systems and field effects from. I promise you it is. You could put in at least 100 hours worth of playtime in this game with all the side quests inside the game. There's an online battling and trading system as well as Wonder Trade, and the world is massive. Every town you visit you might want to explore because there's so many NPCs that give you free things, that give you free Pokemon, that have side quests that like make the world seem a lot more expansive by you going talking to other characters, going back to that character, giving a backstory to that character that you may not care about or see again. All in all, it's just an amazing game. My only critique with this game is that it is only up to Generation 7. We are in Generation 8, or I guess 9 now at the time of this recording because we are in 2022. Scarlet and Violet's about to come out, but you know, it's about to come out. It's not, you know, it is what it is. But I feel like this game could literally use like a humongous reboot whenever it comes to like the newer generation Pokemon from Generation 8. Like I was sitting here begging people to like put Cinderace and then Hisui and Typhlosion in the game, but you literally just cannot, unfortunately. But the game is so accessible that you can like literally grab any Pokemon that you want. Now I know a lot of people have their opinions on Pokemon Reborn. I know there's, you know, there's complaints regarding the story, too many characters, the music. I get it, but this game, now that it is finished, I can honestly tell you that, listen, it is the best Pokemon fan game right now for you to play, especially if you're looking to put in hours and hours and hours and hours of gameplay into what seems like a never-ending story, but it does end at some point. I actually have to do the after game now that I'm thinking about it until like, you know, maybe after Scarlet and Violet, I don't know. But anywho, anywho, that's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next year for the Pokemon top 5 fan games of 2023. Be sure to go check out everybody's links in the description section below, and just thank you all so much for being here. We made another year, y'all. Let's go.